9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, it looks good, Wally.
Cleared.
Somebody must be leaving town.
Building shaking. We're getting that buffeting we've become used to. What a moment. Man on the way to the moon. Great sight. Looks like a good trajectory so far, doesn't it, Wally?
Very good, very good. That's...
Beautiful.
Downrange 1 mile, altitude 3, 4 miles now. 72 feet per second.
Slide S4B to COI capability.
Okay.
Mark S4B to COI capability.
Continuously orbit insertion, where you can abort to orbit. It doesn't mean you complete the mission, but you have
orbit using
safe
the
flight.
S4B if necessary.
Ah, thank you. You all are coming through beautifully, too.
What's that shot on the preview monitor? What was that?
Everyone's reporting go here in the control center.
So it's 6 minutes. Starting to give them one. Roger 11. Your go from the ground at 6 minutes.
Take the preview shot. Take the preview shot.
Find out what it is. Our data's jumping all around. Yeah.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. Level sense arm at 8 plus 17.
Hey, what?
Outboard cutoff at 9 plus 11.
They've got it.
What do you say was jumping around there, Wally?
Something like gauges are jumping around. I'm not sure what the
Level sense
significance
arm is the sequence that arranges the staging between the second stage and the third stage. The fuel uncovers a sensor starting that sequence.
I'm sure it's not of major significance other than the fact
Predicting that will be
detected
uncovered
this
in 8
amplitude
minutes
before.
17 seconds.
You gotta look at the-
Cut off 9 minutes 11 seconds on the
At a
second
minute,
stage.
look at the empty launch pad with some of those 325,000 gallons of water that pour over it
Your
to
go from the
cool it.
ground at 7 minutes. Level sense arm at 8 plus 17. Outboard cutoff at 9 plus 11.
Roger.
So good is this deluge system.
Downrange 530 miles,
So complicated,
altitude
isn't it?
95 miles, velocity 17,358 feet per second.
That it's capable of keeping damage to a minimum on the pad, and they can turn around and use those service stands almost instantly.
Yes, it's quite a change. We used to take quite a while to repair the
11
pads.
still right down the ground track, still go at 7 minutes 41 seconds.
We'll miss the first of the burn.
Roger, we confirm.
Inboard engines are out on the second stage as planned.
Looks like another perfect Saturn V launch. What a feat they've come to with these Saturns after the early days of Mercury and even Gemini. But these Saturn's on-time launches, I wish we could get American railroads to run on the kind of schedule that Von Braun and Davis and company have got these Apollos launched on.
You know what is amazing is the fact we finally have man-rated boosters here.
Apollo 11
borrowed
go on all
the
sorts.
others.
Houston, your go at 8 minutes.
I've just built the mixture ratio ship.
Oh, okay.
Roger, we got PU shift down here, too.
Take it. Take it.
Nice day for it. These thunderstorms downrange is about all.
11, this is Houston. You are go for staging. Over.
Ground for 10 seconds away from S4B.
Stand by for mode 4 capability.
Now this should be the firing of the S4B in just 15 seconds.
Mode 4 on Apollo 11 could get into orbit using the service propulsion system.
PDQ 602 up here.
Altitude is 100 miles, downrange 883 miles.
PDQ
Outboard engine cut off.
602. And ignition.
Good.
There it is, ignition right on top, right on the
Ignition
top.
confirmed. Thrusters go. 11.
700 PSI. 697. There we are.
And we have a good third stage now.
This burn lasts 2 minutes and 25 seconds, and that brings the vehicle to its orbital speed of 17,500 miles an hour, up a couple of thousand miles an hour from where it was before.
23,128 feet per second. Downrange 1,000 miles, altitude 101 miles.
D1 is on number 5 if you're Chuck. 718.
This third stage is a J2 engine, develops 225,000 pounds
this
of
is Houston. At 10 minutes, you are go.
That,
Roger, 11, go.
I think I misidentified the capsule communicator a moment ago.
D1's on line 5, Chuck.
The man saying
Apollo 11
goodbyes
still
to a few of his friends in the stands.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. You are go at 11.
The sharing with Vice President Agnew the positions of honor here. He's the official representative of President Nixon. Vice President Agnew was the top official of the administration here. We will get
velocity 25,254 feet per second.
We should get confirmation of orbital insertion
miles now.
in about 15 seconds now.
Altitude 102.8 nautical miles. Shut down right on time.
1.4 by 103.6. Roger, shut down, and we copy 101.4 by 103.6.
Explosion system engine.
Just as we were on the Earth orbital flights.
Right.
The very same thing.
So this first, always dramatic and obviously with the great explosive potential of all of that fuel, the dangerous launch phase is past, and Apollo 11 is on the way.
Are looking good. Over.
That's Tom Stafford there. Yes, it is.
Canaries at 1630. Over.
That report is on the LOS.
We still have...
LOS is the loss of signal from the Vanguard. That's one of the tracking ships out in the Atlantic to the acquisition of signal in the Canary Islands.
From the instrument unit of the third stage of Saturn V. Here on the ground, we're showing an orbit of 102.5 by 99.7 nautical miles. The flight dynamics officer, Dave Reed, wants to get some radar tracking to refine this orbit, and he will report a refined orbit after more radar tracking.
That's very near nominal, isn't it, Wally? 102.5 by 99.7. That's almost that 116 miles, statute miles.
Yes,
high.
it is. I think you'll notice the figures differ. It's because the radar data hasn't been smoothed yet. The onboard data is probably more nearly correct at this point.
The 101.4, 103.6.
Right.
It really doesn't, it's not critical at this point, the difference in those of 1 or 2 miles in the Earth orbit, as long as they're in approximately the right position over the Pacific on that second orbit to fire off the S4B third stage and boost their speed from 17,500 to 25,000 miles an hour, which will put them on their way to the moon. That moon trajectory speed is just enough to escape enough of the Earth's gravity to be captured by the moon's gravity, to be brought around the far side of the moon, and then with enough inertial speed to come back to Earth, but not go into moon orbit, nor be going so fast that you bypass the moon and are not captured by its gravity and go on out.